Welcome to Ep.7 of the Gaming Chair podcast. I go by the name of Ladale, the Fashionista. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we've been off for the past 2 weeks, but your boys are back in full effect. So let's introduce the panel. And the man in the middle, Ladue times two. Tell him what to do.
What's going on, peeps? It's your boy Isaiah. We're gonna get into this episode, man. E3, it went down.
Yes, sir. And the man on the far right, my far right, he's a Super Saiyan 2 this week. He came back. He's in a hyperbolic time chamber, came back as a Super Saiyan. The young Pharaoh himself. Introduce yourself to me.
What's up, y'all? It's Shawn. As you see, I changed my hair, so I'm gonna be rocking this for like the majority of the summer, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see.
I fucks with that look, bro. Like, no gas. No bullshit. I want you to try blue next.
Blue?
That's
I'm going for blue.
Yeah, that would be a Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God blue. Nah, bro. I fucks with it though, for real. Like, if y'all fucking with Shawn's new hairstyle, put a like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, join the Tuck family, and also comment your thoughts on what hair color he should try next.
You can actually give me a hair color. I'll try it.
Run it.
Yes. All right, so fellas, like it's been 2 weeks, but what games have we been playing this week or the past week? You know, since the last time we did this episode.
Miles Morales has been completed. Felt good about that one. It's a good game.
You got the platinum trophy?
Hey man, don't be putting my business all out there. No, I got that platinum trophy, bro. God dang. No, I'm playing. No, I don't got it yet. I had to delete it so I can make room for Ratchet and Clank, which I still haven't even played, bro. Yeah. I had to make room for that. The Modern Warfare update. We at 182 gigabytes now. And then I had to download Black Ops. Black Ops was pretty big too. So I had to delete another game.
Wait, hold on. Oh, fuck. I bet now all the cows and the Marvins and the comments said, like, how you know about the Black Ops? Like, there's a new Black Ops that came out? Or is it like
No. This is the one that just came out. Cold War, Black Ops Cold War.
Okay, got you. All right, Shawn, what about you, bro?
So Miles Morales has actually been started on this end. I've decided to cave, and I was gonna wait until I got a PS5, but I decided to cave, and I just ended up buying it now. And I feel like I'm like maybe 50% done without doing all of the like districts and stuff. That, and I just recently got Tom Clancy's, I think, Ghost Recon Breakpoint next to a few friends, so I might be playing with them soon.
Nice.
Okay, dope. So y'all play games for. Y'all both play games for me then, because I didn't really play that much shit. No, but I did play, surprisingly enough, because obviously like it's playoff season in sport, and I'm a big sports fanatic. So I've been playing like a lot of NHL lately.
NHL.
Yeah, and I don't really know much about hockey like that, but that shit is kind of fun. So I've been playing NHL 21, a little bit of 2K. I try to get back into Quantum Break. Because obviously Xbox, like like you have like the quick resume feature, and I haven't played. Oh, a bomb just went on tactical nuke,
bro. I heard it. I heard
it. They're starting early. The fireworks have been going off around me for like the past week.
That's New York, bro. That's New York.
Too early, bro.
That's New York for you. But yeah, man. So I try to get back into Quantum Break, and I see the quick resume and shit. And plus, I haven't really played the joint like a month, so I basically forgot like what to do, like what's my objectives and all that. So I tried to get into that, but it didn't work out. But who knows? I'll try again this weekend, see what's up with that. But mostly it's been like NHL, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, and just checking out E3, like seeing like what games, because obviously on Xbox we don't really have that much shit to play on. So just try to check out
E3. They hooked y'all up, bro. Oh, there's actually a lot of Xbox exclusives. I was like, damn, bro, this ain't on PlayStation.
Let's get into that. Then. So, what are you guys' thoughts on E3 2021? Because obviously, like I know PlayStation, they weren't really a part of it like that. They did, but there are some games that's coming out, like some multi-plat. So, let's open the floor to you guys. Like, what multi-plat games are you guys excited about that you saw from E3? And also, like, what are your overall thoughts on it as well? Because there's been like a lot of like positive, but some negative, mostly negatives as well towards this year's convention.
I really couldn't like lock down and tune in like I normally do every year. Like I couldn't. I haven't even. I mean, I've seen like the press conference like tab, but I have not clicked on it to like watch the whole thing through. I just been looking for trailers. Usually I watch it so I can hear what they say about the game, then present the game, and then hear what PlayStation will say or Xbox will say. But I was just looking for the trailers, honestly, bro. Because I mean, like I said, everything is like coming out in 2022, so it's like, I can wait. But
Yeah, and we have a list of all the games that's basically been confirmed from E3 2021. But before we get to that, like Shawn, like what was your overall impressions of E3?
So I also didn't get the chance to actually see the actual E3 like presentations as they were going on. I've been like watching a lot of like the trailers and stuff, and I feel like so far the biggest standout trailer that I've noticed was the Avatar one, the Avatar trailer for the new game that's coming out, because I thought it was a movie. Honestly, my friend sent it to me, and I was watching it like half sleep, just like looking at it, and I was just like, oh, this looks nice. And then I saw like that it was a video game, and I was like, oh. That's interesting. You know, that should be interesting to see.
They did everything that they did in the movie. In that
Pretty much.
I was like, man, this is just like a rerun of the whole movie. Like the moves and everything was just like the movie.
Right. So basically, this is the list so far from this year's E3. Now, this game right here, Redfall.
That shit looks good, son.
Yeah, it's an Xbox exclusive. I'm excited for that. You know, it looks like it's a game that's excuse me, that it mostly relies on like multiplayer, like team of friends, like you take over a character. But I love how each of these characters have like special abilities,
right?
So that's pretty dope. I also love the diversity in the casting as well.
So the thing I'm curious about with that Redfall game though, like, is it one of those top-down shooters where like you're like top scrolling and like looking above the players, or is it like an actual like first-person shooter, like where like you see them through the?
Nah, I think it's more of a third-person shooter.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, but if I'm wrong on that, someone feel free to correct me in the comment section. And by the way, by the end of this video, I have a special announcement to make in regards to the future of the Gaming Chair podcast. So stay tuned for the end of this episode for that. But as far as the list, we have games such as Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is coming out early 2022. For PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and the Series X. We got Metal Slug Tactics, no ETA on that, but it's come out on PC. We got Death Stranding, come out fall 2021 for PS5. So, Isaiah, that might be something for you to look out for. Jurassic World Evolution 2, coming out later this year on PC, PS4, PS5, the Xbox One, the Series X and S. We got Salt and Sacrifice coming in 2022 for both PS4 and PS5. We got Blood Hunt coming out in 2021 for PC, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series X and S. We got the Anacrusis, which they basically, I know Xbox, they did like an extended play screen today, and they kind of went over the details for the game. It's kind of like has like a 1960s, 1970s sci-fi feel to it. A lot of the graphics kind of like very cel shaded. It doesn't look like it's gonna be my cup of tea because I see like what they're going for. They're going for like a more like family friendly type of sci-fi vibe, and I'm not kind of with that. So
no.
Yeah. So that basically,
no, I'm not gonna do it.
No, not happening. So that basically look like a game that's supposed to go appeal for like for kids and stuff like that. You got Planet of Lana. I already know nothing about that, but it's coming out for all the Xbox consoles. What else we have? We also got some stuff on Ubisoft, Rocksmith Plus, which I think that's kind of like a game that's gonna teach you like how to like play guitar and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. You got Just Dance 2022. You know what's crazy? I've never played Just Dance before.
Really?
Never.
I'm not much of a dancer, bro. I played it one time and I was like, "Yep, I'm not gonna do this no more." It's like hard to get yourself in the little thing, and it's like, how do you guys know those dance moves before they even pop up on the screen? Like, I didn't have to do this to me.
I think it's supposed to, because like the little joint that you step on is supposed to be like color coded. So I guess you just match like, okay, like if it's like say like I don't know, red. I don't know how it works. I never played it before, but I'm assuming like it kind of directs you as far like what to do.
Nah, bro, it's a picture, bro. It's a picture of the dance move. Like, say you gotta move your arm like that. It's a picture. You gotta fall into it, but it's a whole dance move. It's like then you gotta go into it.
So if I
At least
had
from
to
the one I played.
guess, if I had to guess, depending on, I guess, if they decide to utilize the camera like they did back when they released all of those, like Just Dance, Dance Central. I'm not gonna lie, I had all of them. The dancer, but like if they utilize a camera, or since I see that it's for the Switch, it's probably gonna be like the kind of motion sensor where, depending on what the move is, you have to place your body in that kind of exact position to get it to register correctly. Hopefully.
That's how it was for the Wii. Because I know I seen the ones on the Xbox with their little camera, and then you can do like the dance moves. But with the Wii, bro, you had to fucking actually like put that Wii remote up in this angle in order to get it. Yeah, it was difficult.
And also, I'm curious, Isaiah, like, what's your thoughts on like the new Rainbow Six Extraction game that's coming up?
Bro, they could have just made that a DLC. Like that was honestly a waste, bro. They do DLCs, like, I mean, not DLCs, but they do little download things like that all the time in Siege. Like the robbing the bank. I mean, the like puppet one. There's a puppet one where you're a puppet. I mean, I honestly feel like that game's $60 just for the same thing we already getting. They could just did like an add-on.
But this game seems kind of like Gears of War light in a sense, because now it's like you gotta like take on like these monsters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So
they had that. They had that in Siege.
Oh, see, I haven't really played Siege like that.
That was like the first little like add-on thing that they added to the game, like little mini game that you can play. They already had it. Like we played it. It was pretty decent. It wasn't that bad, but a whole game like that. Come on, I'm a Siege lover. I love Siege, but I feel like that's kind of unnecessary.
Oh yeah, they also announced during the convention at Ubisoft that PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and that's gamers that beginning like the top of the early part of 2022, that all the gamers are gonna be able to like play online together no matter what platform that they're on. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I fuck with that. That's cool.
Yeah, but I remember like the first time I played Siege and the last time I played Siege, it's like I was so excited to start. Like, yeah, like I'm picking out my weapon, my gear, and all that. I'm trying to like deck out my character. About 15 seconds in, I get shot, and I'm dead.
It's not easy, bro.
Yeah, I'm out the game over. I'm like, yo, like this shit is crazy. Like I'm thinking like a Call of Duty. Like, I have time to like run around, like camping, all that. I had nothing. So
it's like a listening game, bro. Like if you can hear them, you know that they're like above you or the other wall. Like you just gotta listen for them.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I'm gonna get back into it. For sure. And also for our Nintendo lovers out there, we got Mario plus Rabbids Spark of Hope. That's coming out in 2022. I saw the trailer for the game. It had like such an Avengers feel to it. Like it was kind of funny, though. It was funny, but it's dope at the same time. So that might be something that I'll check out. We also have Avatar Frontiers of Pandora coming out in 2022 for PS5, the Xbox Series X and S, and PC. I'm looking forward to that game as well.
Yeah, I want to see what they do with it.
Yeah, that looks pretty dope. You know, and I think the movie also come out that same year as well?
That is right. They're making a second one, right?
Yeah. I think
they're making a second, fourth, and fifth one, bro.
Yeah,
they're making all of them. Yeah, they got them all lined up and everything.
I mean, like, because like the first Avatar came out 2008.
So a minute ago.
So long ago.
So long ago, bro. Like the first iPhone wasn't even out when that shit came out.
Dog, that was like the first 3D movie.
It was, because I remember like them hyping up that when Avatar came out, that's when they started utilizing that like new 3D kind of effect that surprisingly they don't utilize that anymore, which I just noticed.
Bro,
but like it was definitely like it was definitely that movie. Everybody was kind of sitting there just like, wow.
That shit was like, oh, you don't want to go there. Yeah, you ain't lying. Then after that, like every single movie was 3D. And then on out.
In this game right here, Shredders, you see this little GIF right here, this got a snowball. I'm excited for that game as well.
That looks like real as hell right now.
Yeah, bro. Like I was watching like the gameplay. Well, it's not so much like gameplay trailer, but like the footage that they showed today. And I love how like when you glide against the snow, it really seemed like the snow like really picking up off the turf.
Right.
Like, it looks so realistic. And there's another game around the same lane that's coming. It's called Riders Republic.
That looks good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like kind of surprised, but then once they showed like all the people racing at the same time, I thought that was just like for the cinematic, but that shit's actually legit.
Bro.
That should be pretty damn cool.
Yeah, y'all remember PlayStation Home back in the day? It
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of that. Like everybody just all like in the singing hall. You got people snowboard. You got people like doing that shit. Like what's that? What that shit with the parachute and all that? Like from that game Steep.
Oh yeah. Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah, I played that. I did play that.
yeah, they got that shit in the game. I believe they also have skateboard. They have like so much shit, bro. Like I'm looking forward to that game.
It gives me like those like that kind of game. I don't know if you remember it. It was like SXX or something like that. SSX.
Yeah,
SSX.
And it
Yeah.
definitely was like snowboarding and all like the sports kind of games. So that's what
Mhm.
I'm seeing there. So I might actually look into this.
That was good.
I actually had that.
SSX was the shit, bro.
I still have that game in my game library.
Yeah.
See,
So I'm fucking
SSX
with
two.
that. Yeah,
It's tricky.
tricky. And also on the Xbox side, this is my conference that I paid attention to the most. The only games Halo Infinite, I'm not really too into Halo Infinite. Like I know like they delayed it, but to me like it seemed like they really made that much progress to it. Like the graphics to me still look like Xbox 360 ish.
Mhm.
You know, so I don't feel like they really updated much on the graphic end for that game. And plus, they didn't even mention nothing about the campaign mode. All they just mentioned is like the new like online multiplayer that's free to play. You know, and honestly, like for somebody like me to have Game Pass, like it doesn't really matter because all Xbox exclusives, you basically like you get to play as long as you have a Game Pass subscription. So that game didn't really appeal to me. But Starfield, I'm excited about Starfield. Bethesda, they came out, they made a statement earlier today about basically apologizing for like those that wish that the game was out on PlayStation 5, on PS4. But most likely, because there's been like this market play lately as far as like they might like announce games to be like exclusive, but sooner or later it's mostly like a time exclusive.
Yeah.
Meaning that it's only exclusive to a platform for a certain period of time, but then from there it's gonna move over to like other consoles. So
Mm.
they basically got that. A Plague Tale Requiem, I'm excited for that game. The first one was gorgeous. The second one looks just as great.
That's the one with the rats and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Forza Horizon 5. I'm not really too fond of racing games like that because I think they're kind of boring. Because like after a while, okay, yeah, you win a race. Like, what's the point afterwards? You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
But this game looks very impressive though.
that shit looks good, son.
It looks very impressive. So I'm looking forward to that.
Did you see how like it was photorealistic? Like the
Yeah, man.
shots, bro. That shit looks good. I was like, damn, son. Like you can see far as hell. You can drive there.
Hmm.
Yeah, they did a good job with that one.
And there's another joint. I forgot the name of it though, but it's like I know the language for the game is in German. What's the name of
Stalker
it?
2.
Yes, that.
Yeah, bro.
That that's
Hell yeah.
another one.
That shit looks good as hell.
That's another one I'm looking forward to. That's
That's
another
like
one.
Metro. Reminds me of Metro Exodus. It's like
Hey,
Metro looks just like that. Like you're in Chernobyl. Like well, I don't know if you're in Chernobyl, honestly, but
I
you're in
haven't.
like it's a Russian place.
Yeah. Speaking of Chernobyl, have any of y'all ever saw that show on HBO?
I heard it was good.
Chernobyl.
I haven't seen it though.
Mm-mm.
I don't recall it, but I think I might. Cause honestly, I'm not trying to assume that the game is like similar to like the show or anything like that. But I like to learn like the backstory behind that. You know, see like okay,
Yeah.
like it's just like any references of that in the video game. So that's something to check out.
I might have to watch that too.
Yeah, and
So that's on
also,
HBO.
yeah, it's on HBO.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And the only game that I care about from Square Enix on this list is Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that game, like they show like a basically like a 20-minute extended gameplay trailer for it, and it looks amazing. Basically, like but you only play as Star Lord. You know, that's the
Mm-hmm.
only character that you control. But basically, like the way the sub is like, okay, like you have to like manage the whole team in a sense. Like you have to like make
Mm.
decisions. Like say like who like for example, spoiler alert for those, but most like I'm sure everybody that's checking this out, they already seen it. You have to make a decision whether or not you're gonna sell either Rocket Raccoon or Groot, you know, just to get to like this facility, like what monster you're gonna sell, and then like if you sell Rocket Raccoon, he's gonna get offended. If you sell Groot, then Groot's good. Groot is Groot, but you know, like you have to like manage like the person, like the decision that you make affects your team. So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know, you have to like make choices. It kind of remind me of Detroit.
That
Become
become
human.
human.
Yeah, like Detroit. It kind of reminds me of that where you have to like make like these decisions, and then like I guess like the decision that you make plays into the outcome of like the final outcome of the story. So And
It's just like Final Fantasy, bro. It's exactly like Final Fantasy 15. Because I mean, in Final Fantasy 15, you would control the whole team just like that. And that's what I kept thinking of every time I was seeing it. I was like, bro, this is just like Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy is made by Square Enix, right?
Yeah,
Everything is made by Square Enix.
yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of shit made by them.
I mean, there you go. And speaking of Square Enix and Marvel, like I'm excited for that Black Panther campaign because y'all know I've been sharing on the Avengers game for like the longest, but that Black Panther expansion pack that might get me back on that game.
It was looking pretty good.
Yeah. So okay, now what else do we have? We also have on the Nintendo side, we got Metroid Dread. We got WarioWare Get It Together. That's coming out September 10th, so that's not too far away. A lot of these Switch games they coming out this year. So if you're on the Nintendo Switch, I'm on the Switch. I know Shawn, you're on the Switch. You have a lot of games to like check out to play. So see that more stuff is coming to more of the good stuff is coming to the Switch this year, and all the stuff for PS5 and Xbox Series is coming out next year. So
terrible.
They need to give the Switch some time to shine between their warring efforts between each other.
Now I know we spoke about this a while back, but how do you guys feel for like? Do you feel like Nintendo should like get back into like these home-based consoles, or should they just stick it out with these to-go consoles?
They might as well do to go, bro. Just keep it to go. That's the quick answer for me. Just keep it to go because y'all ain't jumping back into this with that shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, because
honestly, Nintendo Switch is kind of doing its own thing. Like, and I feel like because it's staying in its own lane, that's why it's still kind of successful itself. Like, again, PS4 and PS5, Xbox One, they're always going to be fighting each other, Sony and Microsoft. Nintendo just kind of.
We're not gonna make those games. Like, we're not getting it.
And it works.
One thing I'll give it to Nintendo for they stick to their brand. Like they know their audience, they know their lane, and they stick in that.
Yeah, we're gonna make Metroid 17, Mario 34. Yeah, because they make the same games every year, bro.
They stick to what they know. They stick to what they know. You see, like PlayStation, like they always coming up with like new IPs. Same with like Microsoft, what they're doing right now. I mean, Starfield, that's a new original IP from Bethesda. So, so basically, like Nintendo, like you're gonna get your Zelda, you're gonna get your Mario, you're gonna get your Super Smash, you're gonna get your Mario Karts. It's the same shit, but I guess it's quality gaming. Everybody loves it. Yeah. So like, what can you say? But as far as like E3, like, how do you guys feel about E3 overall? Do you think that E3 is needed?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Make you feel like you're not in a gaming slump because you gotta wait till the holidays every single year. That's just like that midway point, like, oh, you're almost there.
Yeah, but like you have like Sony, like they do their own thing with State of Play. EA, they doing their own thing right now with their own little convention. So it's
this is true.
Like everybody's kind of like doing their own thing outside of E3.
Which isn't bad because I mean, it brings less attention to like the other consoles, and just focuses on that one game that you want to be like get the buzz around. And then from there, they talk about it, and then they go to another game, and they talk about that one. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool for me because I mean, I got a PlayStation. I don't know how it is for the person with an Xbox, but I don't watch the Xbox conventions. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. Like that's the one I was really being into it because honestly, like I've been complaining since we started this podcast. Like, bro, there ain't really that much shit to play on Xbox. Like, you basically you bought a brand new system just to play old games, or upgraded or upgradable hardware. So it's fucked up that most of the good shit you gotta wait till like 2022. Even the shit that I already care about, you still gotta wait until 2022. Like Halo, mostly Halo and. Because Forza Horizon, that's coming out this year. But I don't really too much care for like racing games. But like, fuck it, like I might as well just download it. Like it's a new game. I've been complaining about that shit. So but as far as E3 goes, like I understand the pandemic kind of fucked everything up and like how everybody doing their presentation, but it doesn't feel like E3 anymore without the live crowds. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like everybody doing like these little like pre-recorded presentations.
Yeah.
They talk about the games, and then they're not really showing gameplay. Like fucking Take Two, everybody thinking that Take Two they gonna show forth like maybe like an upcoming GTA 6, or maybe show how GTA 5 is gonna look on the PS5 or the Series X. No, they basically did a Zoom call conference talking about like equality within gaming.
Oh wow.
Everybody
I
like,
didn't even
what
know they
the
did
hell
that.
is this? That's what I was saying. Like like E3, like it's kind of like it's getting watered down. Just you know.
I feel like that's probably going to be one of those things that gets solved as we get more normal, since it seems like everything's opening back up. Because it's like, I could say the same thing about like Comic-Con and stuff like that. Like getting rid of E3 would be the equivalent in my mind of getting rid of like a Comic-Con kind of effect, because it's just like everybody flocks to it to see like all the new games. Everybody flocks to Comic-Con for new like movie previews, to see people dress up and all the stuff like that. It's like the fun atmosphere, but until we can actually do it in person, there's kind of no point.
I mean, Comic-Con, like I think it's gonna be in person this year, right?
That should was San Diego. How early is Comic-Con usually?
I know New York Comic-Con is in October.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's normally like around the first week of October. San Diego is normally, I think, at the end of the summer, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm thinking about if we get into that, I think I might cosplay this year.
What you gonna do?
I don't know what I'm gonna dress up as, but I'm gonna dress up as somebody.
Y'all drop that in the comments. What do you want to see the deal?
Yeah. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking at the top of my head, I'm thinking it's like Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
That's actually gonna be pretty good. But you gotta have that hair, bro. You gotta have that hair pulled back.
Oh yeah, man, I could just get a wig or some shit, right?
You gotta shave your face, bro. You don't even got no hair.
You gonna be one of those like cosplayers who commit like wholeheartedly to what you're about to dress up.
You gotta change your whole plan, bro.
I didn't think this all the way through.
You might want to.
You got your cosplay levels. You got the people who are just doing it because it's fun. You got the committed people who go like, they shave, get the piercings, get whatever they need for that character.
Sometimes when you break out the costume, like the real deal one, bro.
I'll just be a Power Ranger then.
You gonna put the helmet on?
Yeah.
Can't mess that one up.
That would be a red one, because the stereotypical answer is to say like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the Black Power Ranger." Because Zach, like from Mighty Morphin Power Ranger,
right?
Like, you gonna be Zach? Like, nah, I want to be Tommy.
So now I want to be Tommy.
Bro. But let's get into this week in gaming. Let me make sure I got my overlays right. Now, obviously, like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, that game came out this past week. So obviously we have episodes this past week to basically talk about that. But overall impressions I'm hearing about Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, like it really lives up to the standard of what the PS5 is supposed to be.
Better be, because I'm about to play that shit. And I want to be blown away.
Yeah, so I'm excited for you, Isaiah, for when you get to try it out.
I'm gonna try it out this week for sure. Like, I'm not holding back, guys.
And also, Madden, they just announced their cover athletes for this year's edition. It's gonna be Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
He got the cover again, son.
Yeah, bro. And because I remember like earlier this week on the Out of Bounds podcast, if you haven't checked out that week's episode Out of Bounds podcast, got the card link to that episode above. But we were doing like cover predictions for the game, right? And I was thinking like, okay, like because it had a little Easter egg, like okay, like you have like the GOAT and the baby GOAT. So everybody said like, okay, like Tom Brady considers to be like the GOAT quarterback. And I know, Shawn, I'm probably losing you because you're not really the sports guy.
No, I'm focused. I'm learning.
Okay. So Tom Brady's supposed to be like the GOAT, like the greatest quarterback in football, right? In NFL history. Patrick Mahomes is supposed the youngin coming up. He's supposed to be like, I guess, the baby GOAT in a sense. So everybody like, okay, like it's gonna be Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. Me, I kind of felt that as well, but I'm like, all right, like Mahomes, he was just on the cover 2 years ago. Brady was on the cover 3 years ago. Ain't no way they gonna put them both on the cover that close back to back. So I'm thinking, okay, like maybe they might put Jerry Rice on the cover since that was his when he was playing football and a younger wide receiver. They literally went with Brady and Mahomes. But the cover looks
Yeah.
pretty dope though. And they also announced like as far as like what to expect from this year's game, as far as like the atmosphere, they're gonna improve the atmosphere
Mhm.
and all that. So the presentation for the game is gonna be amazing.
Bruh, it looks like photorealistic almost. I was like, yo, is this a real clip? And sure
Yeah,
enough,
bro.
he caught it, caught the football.
Like look
That shit
at
looks good.
like look up here with Trevor Lawrence. How they got the hair, they got the camera guys.
Yeah,
That's from the game.
Yeah,
that shit looks good as fuck, bro.
yeah, man. And some of the features for this year's edition is improved game day atmosphere, meaning that the sidelines is gonna look better, the crowd gonna be a bit more immersive, and you're gonna like the presentation, like everything that you see in a typical NFL game in real life is supposed to be in this video game. But granted, it's all marketing, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Game day momentum, you're gonna be able to feel the momentum of every hit. You know, you feel the performance. You have a performance based meter in terms because in football you have a lot. There's a lot of ebbs and flows within the game, so you're
Mhm.
gonna have some of a bit of that. Home field advantage. This is what I'm excited for. Because it says every NFL stadium in Madden NFL 22 is equipped with a unique home field advantage modifier that will trigger can shift momentum into or out of your favor. When you're on the road, Kansas City, and the definite crowd noise, because obviously Kansas City is supposed to be like one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL.
Mm.
Same with Seattle on the 12th man. So that should be dope. Then you got next gen stats, star driven AI, powered by next gen stats. That's what that was first developed in Madden 21. So they
Mhm.
basically improving upon that to make like the superstar players play more closer to like their real life selves.
Mm.
Mhm.
For like player tendency, team tendencies. And it's pretty dope, bro. And this is basically the trailer for the game. So you guys to get like a better understanding of how it looks. Oops.
It's over.
These look almost like real people.
Yeah, man. That's all I was saying. I was like, dang, this looks good.
And for those of y'all that are listening on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify, basically what I'm doing right now, I'm playing the trailer for the upcoming Mad 22. So you want to vibe out with us, you can check it out up on YouTube.
That shit's gonna look good as hell, bro. Like it's like hard to tell like what's real and what's
Yeah.
not. But the whole thing is a game.
It's like every so often I have to kind of like stare hard enough to be like, all right, that looks digital.
Now this is the upgradable atmosphere, the improvements.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. That shit looks real as fuck.
So Isaiah, I know you play Madden, right, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a day one purchase for you?
Uh,
Or do you guys see more?
I gotta see more. I mean, I'll probably end up playing it at somebody's house, but I mean, I've never really been like a diehard sports player. Like, I need to like that's got to be like a guys' night thing where like the guys get together and we all play because playing online. I mean, it was cool at a time, but I'd rather just play like a shooting game online.
I feel you. Shawn, what about you? Like seeing like a gameplay trailer like this, like you would say, like you can't tell like what's real from like was digital. So is something like this like compelling enough for you like try out a sports game? This upcoming.
I mean, honestly, like in the spirit of like guess trying new things and everything, I would actually try maybe playing a Madden or a 2K, like just to see what it's like. Especially like with the graphics like this and everything, it looks really nice, and especially if I hopefully hopefully by my birthday next month get this PS5 that I'm looking forward to, I might actually
Sponsored
look
by
into
Sony.
it.
Sponsored by Sony. Give us that sponsorship. But no man, I'm excited for it. They also made some franchise mode improvements in terms of like, like now you have a coaching staff, you get to like play a game plan against your opponents, improve scouting. But I kinda like I'm excited for it. See the thing with Mad, like I'm gonna buy day one regardless. I'm one of those sucker fans of the series because like it's like the only football game around with the NFL license. Like, you can't play NFL 2K. There's no more NFL Blitz or anything like that. So it's only Madden. And me like so me like I need to have the latest thing. Even if I'm not gonna play it that much, it's just my thing. Like I need to have like the latest because like okay, like I had like I have Mad 21. Okay, but there's new rookies, there's new uniforms and all that. And it's not like 2K where you could just like download, well you could download upgrade updated roster and Madden with EA with the EA Madden share thing. But you cannot like create like new uniforms and stuff like that. And plus the stuff that they did with the presentation, I know that the gameplay is gonna be improved from last year. So yeah, I think I might give it a try for sure. But also in other gaming news, Xbox is now getting to the whole screaming. They're really going neck deep in the whole screaming thing. Now basically just David, he tried to discuss this yesterday during Tuck Talk, which is for like the cloud based gaming. But Xbox, they're really sinking their teeth into with Game Pass, where like that starts in the process of developing like something like a Fire Stick, where you can just plug it to the back of your TV and then you can just game.
Right.
Just, like, any Xbox title. So how do you guys feel as far as like cloud based gaming overall and maybe like could this be the start of like the death of like consoles?
I mean, if they can run smooth, I wouldn't be against it at all. Honestly, as long as you can play the game and it runs smooth,
We already know it all comes down to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
it all comes down to your Wi-Fi. That latency gonna be a motherfucker.
There's no playing on the go like you think there is.
Yeah. What about you, Shawn?
I don't know. I'm like really impartial to like the consoles and stuff like at this point. Like, just having a system that you could come home to and like play on the TV and everything. Not saying like, the Switch. Well, the Switch kind of was innovative with being able to both play on the go and I guess hook it up to the dock to play on the TV. So I guess as more systems took that approach in the future, that might be a little bit more interesting to see. If I say the PS6, because we know it's coming in the next 10 years or so like that, like they decide to do almost go back into their like PSP roots, but they take a Nintendo approach and they make it so now you can kind of like dock the system and play it play it somewhere. That way you can actually take your game with you, play it at your friend's house, play it with your friend, all stuff like that. I feel like if more consoles were like able to switch between moving and being docked, it might be a little bit helpful in the future or more innovative in the future.
I'm not gonna hold it, but I think this should be the last pure console generation. Because it's like I'm not sure how much better could it be like in terms of like graphics. I feel like we're kind of reaching this peak in a sense because look at all these upcoming like new titles for the PS5 and the Series X. They're coming out on last gen consoles as well. Yeah. It's not like how beforehand like the PS4 to the PS3 like it was like a big massive jump in graphics. Like basically just like only a couple like pixels here, a couple pixels there. Like it's not that much of a difference. Even like Horizon, the new Horizon for Forbidden West, that's coming out on PS4.
Yeah,
Actually, because I remember when I asked you guys, I'm like, I said, like, do you think this is gonna be like like a true next gen exclusive? You're like, yeah, it's most definitely, but no, it's coming out on PS4. Great, it's not gonna look as great. It's not gonna run as smooth, but like you're not really gonna notice the difference that much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's on that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we reached the part of the show where we have some news to drop. Some exclusive news in regards to like the future of the Gamer Chair podcast. So you made it this far that I'm you must really enjoy you must have really enjoyed this week's episode, and you either that or you must really fuck with your boys and you just want to give us the support. Either way, like we appreciate it. So in regards to like the future of the Gamer Chair podcast, I know like we've been like 7 episodes deep into this thing, and you guys are wondering like, hey, like could these guys really play video games? Like, do they really play video games like they say they do? Granted, like we're very transparent. We said, nah, bro, like, we ain't really played no games like that this week. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna lie to y'all, but you know, I feel like it's time to like take things to the next level. So I'm here to announce that we officially have a Twitch channel. You know, so the name of our Twitch channel is oh damn, I forgot the name. I think I forgot the name. No, I was fucking sorry. As you can find us at the Gaming Chair Podcast. The Gaming Chair Podcast you see is right here. The Gaming Chair Podcast on Twitch. And basically we'll work out schedules for like when we will start streaming. Grant, like we'd love to also keep this format for the podcast, but also we want to add layers on top of it and give you guys some gameplay as far like any upcoming games. Like we'll be screaming Ratchet and Clank, with support. We'll also be screaming, I guess, some Returnal, some Resident Evil. I'll try to scream some games on my end on Xbox, even though we don't really have that much exclusive shit to play, like that. But I'll try to like serve anything that's up on Game Pass, any upcoming new releases, and we'll scream that. So yeah, bro. So that's basically that. The Gamer Chair Podcast is officially on Twitch. We love to connect with you guys there, play some games, laugh, joke around. You know how we normally bullshit here.
Mm-hmm.
So just bring on a new platform. So with that said, fellas, how y'all feel about the jump to Twitch? Are you guys excited?
I'm ready for it. Definitely ready for it.
I feel like it's going to be a hilarious experience once we start getting on Twitch and people can actually see what we're like when we play our games.
y'all want to see what I'm like when I'm playing like some scary shit.
Obviously, there's one of the ones that's got to come up.
Yeah, they've been waiting on that. They know they want to see it.
It's not gonna be pretty, man. It's not gonna be.
We've been hyping up this whole you being scared of horror games for a while now. They gotta see it.
We might definitely go viral on TikTok with a clip or something like that. Because I'm not bullshit when I say that, bro. Like, especially like that baby in Resident Evil. Oh my god, that baby in Village, boy.
Oh, so you saw that? You saw that that demon spawn thing that came around,
yeah, bro. Like I tell you, like I don't play the game. I'll watch somebody play it on YouTube. That's all I know about it. And then I still have like the same reactions, like fuck, I might as well just play this shit. Like I'm still a little fucked up about it. So it's all that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this basically been a short one. So I'm glad we was able to drop that announcement for you guys. Hopefully you guys follow us over at Twitch. But it's about that time when we plug ourselves on the way out, fellas. So is there any games that we're looking forward to playing this weekend? If we have time to actually play games, knowing our schedule.
About that.
I'm definitely probably gonna actually check out that Ghost Recon Breakpoint one with since I have I guess a group of friends that want to try to play it with me now, so we'll see how that experience is. I'll come back with some details for that if that's not something that gets streamed.
I'm gonna play I gotta do Ratchet and Clank. Like I've been waiting on that game for a long time. I really want to see what it looks like, so I'll be doing some Ratchet and Clank this week.
Yeah. As for me, I'm just gonna be playing whatever's up on Game Pass. That's my only option with Xbox right now. Just basically play old shit. And also, now that they announced that new Black Panther expansion pack, that kind of inspired me to basically get back into the game. So I'm gonna try to finish that campaign as well.
For Avengers.
For Avengers. So that might be one of the games that I'll scream, especially like once they release all the other DLC packs. Like we'll scream those as well. So now that we got that out the way, let's plug ourselves, our socials, our PSNs, our gamer tags, our Switch IDs, all that. So the floor is yours. Y'all already know my shit sound like a game tag.
Sound like a social security number and a password at the same time.
If you're trying to get into Ladale's account, just type in whatever he just said.
My shit sound like a Bitcoin address.
Well, it's your boy Isaiah. The Dude Times 2 on Instagram and on PlayStation Network. It's Deuce6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can
Mr.
follow me on
SaintPharaoh.
you can follow me on most of the social medias under Black Dawn. And you can find me on PSN under SaintPharaoh. I think Nintendo as well. I just start cornering the market on different names at this point.
You should add Super Saiyan at the front of that, bro. And as for me, you guys can find me on the PSN at D1, the letter D, number 1, M as in Michael, A as in Adam, V as in Victor, 718. I know that sounded crazy. That's how shit. Xbox, my gamer tag is Ladizzy, LADIZZY 90. So that's my shit. And for my Nintendo Switch, I forgot my shit. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot. That shit been sitting on the dock for like 2 years now. Actually, no, since like last year we was out in LA. That's like the last time that I basically turned that shit on. Like no bullshit. First time, the last time I turned that joint on was when I was showing Isaiah the new Marvel versus. Wait, what's the name of that joint? Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That was like the last time I
God
turned that
damn.
shit on. And that was February of 2020. That was before the pandemic hit, bro.
Yeah, man. It really was. It was like right after it started, too. I mean, right before it started.
Yeah, man. So that's crazy. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. It was a short one, but stay tuned next week. Get some screaming action going on Twitch. If you guys follow us over there. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And if you're a father and your kid and you have youngest that game, I hope you guys have a great gaming weekend. So until next time, peace. Love you all. Tuck family, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.